$1,600 more rather. For first place, 800 for second. So already really nice prize money here for Foggy.
And especially since he's playing with the thought of switching to Dota, those successes for him hopefully keeps him at Warcraft 3, and we can just hope for the best for European Warcraft. He is our representative for European Warcraft, and he's making us so proud every time we go to Shanghai together. Is the power going to Lviv this time? Raise your arms, send your energy once again to Foggy. Game 1 starts, and starts.
They had a crazy series just 2 days ago. These guys, this is a rematch. It was a best of 3 then. It went towards Lin, but it couldn't have been any closer. This now is a best of 5. Our first map, we start on Ancient Isles. Foggy, the most aggressive Night Elf, I would say, in this matchup, and the most successful with aggression. There are differing opinions from players in the scene. What's better, creeping or aggression, you know, getting Demon Hunter Beastmaster leveled, or canceling the tier 2 buildings. And as you already said, Foggy, he is the aggressor, and he makes it work usually magnificently well.
Aggro Foggy. Will it work? Lin, of course, knows what's coming. Lin, of course, knows how to defend this. But sometimes Foggy is just so good that it doesn't matter. We saw it in the game against Focus. Focus had everything prepared. He had peons in those little holes here. He had grunts here. He was there with the Blade Master. As we always point out, it's important to be there with Grunt and Blade Master once this push hits. And Focus did everything correctly. But still, Foggy found a way to make it work, to cancel the Lodge. Every single time. On this map, though, he's lost his Beastmaster in a very stupid fashion, and that cost him the game. Those tiny mistakes are not allowed in this grand final against Lin. Is he nervous? I don't think so. Not anymore. He was nervous 2 years ago when he went to Shanghai the first time and faced Lin and defeated him. And therefore started his reign over the European scene a little and be the one that goes to tournaments all the time and be successful at tournaments all the time. There is a little break here, right from the start.
Hopefully he won't have to worry about too many spike issues. He seems to be good and ready to go. That is, of course, his big disadvantage here. The ping disadvantage, which is somewhere around 200, and that is very significant. But he has shown he can still make it work. Today, 2-0 against TH, and what a 2-0 it was with a crazy-ass Warden. Of course, that cannot be the hero in this matchup. It will have to be the Demon Hunter. The Warden just way too unreliable. Too easy to counter. Wisp scouting out here, seeing the Blade Master moving out. This is the standard opening, grabbing up the first item from the Ogre Magi. Now, Lin has been blessed with Claws of Attack so far today. Will his blessings continue?
We will see. You said it's not going to be a Warden in this matchup. Well, the quarterfinal, which you didn't see on Saturday, Lawliot was facing Lin, and he played a Warden, and that was the only map that Lawliot won. So, I don't want to rule this out entirely, but of course, Foggy's play revolves around the Demon Hunter and push.
Like, what did you play with the Warden?
Shadow Strike, and then... what was it again?
I mean, Talons, or...?
Yeah. It was quite fun. But, Lin was going Shadow Hunter against it, so it wasn't that easy. Lin is here, and steals this creep. So, Foggy is level 2, though it's not the biggest of deals, but it helps. The Blade Master, and he has a circlet. Can he commit to... he has 2 circlets, actually. Can he commit to the shop? The tactic of Foggy revolves around the shop, and it is delayed already.
Yeah, and what's going on here? Is this Foggy playing? Why is he not in the Orc base? Being aggressive. Why is he creeping to level 2?
That's true.
That's super unusual.
Maybe they both want to switch it up.
Oh, he surrounds him. Oh, but the archer gets revealed, so the surround doesn't quite stick. Oh, the Ancient of War, dude, he needs to be careful. No heal cells here for him.
Almost a block again. This shop, man, is in danger. Right, he gets...
Wisp block.
Yep.
Good. Hard to do with a high ping. But he can just run him down, can't he?
100 HP. What? Oh, the Blade Master is at the shop again. He cancels it again. Will he have the time to get him up? The Blade Master is still close. He gets this grunt. Will he? Yeah, okay, here we go. Good experience as well. Indeed a big kill, but isn't the shop kill bigger? I'm pretty sure it is.
If he sets it up now, it's too late to be in time for tier 2. He got the boots of speed and the tele staff. So he has 1 staff at least. Of course, the orc tech is a little bit faster with the 1 borrow. Oh, he's gonna kill the Blade Master! He finds him just seconds before the Windwalk needs to go for the tele staff. That might not be good enough. He's gonna try the damage rolls. He gets him! Wow. With the mana burn.
Foggy, despite not having a shop, is on a good way. Early game hero kill for the Ukrainian. And what a scout this was, and what a movement this was. And now, it's time for the tier 2 buildings. The Spirit Lodge is coming up, but there's not even a Blade Master to defend this, and the TC is delayed as well. There's not even a bouncer because he killed it before, and Foggy has free reign over this. But no Beastmaster yet. He's a little late with that, and the peons are taking the grunt's job of blocking this. But he does good damage against the first one. Has to move it into the burrow to save it. Here's the third one, though. Good block by Lin. Good damage, but I think he's still able to eat through this. There is another block by Lin. Gorgeous Warcraft from both players. He keeps the lodge up. Is there a bestiary, though?
No.
There it is. Okay.
Coming now. What a hold by Lin. With nothing but peons.
What did these players eat this morning? There was something special in there for breakfast. Man, oh man.
He's trying for it again, though. Of course. We know him to be the aggressive player. He is not satisfied, and he should easily get this bestiary. It's nighttime. He didn't see him. And he has more Quill Beasts, right? Yeah, he has the mana. Yeah, this bestiary is super delayed.
Indeed. The Raiders and the Ensnare will be super late. And here we go. Blade Master is there for the defense, but there is a Gloves of Haste for good damage. There's Evasion, of course. And boom, bestiary is down. And he's not
overcome him. 4 units around. He's got it, right?
I think he can just walk out. And since, of course, there's no Ensnare. The TC is late. The bestiary is late. The Echo line is already pretty hurt here, thanks to this. It's not going to be easy for Lin. On the other side, we have a tier 3 tech. Wow. 3/4 for Foggy already, and the Talon's coming. How does he want to level up the TC before Master hits? Laboratory?
The Quill Beasts are still keeping him busy. He's still paranoid. He's blocking the holes here again with the peons. Blade Master is level 1 still.
And he finds the time to level up his own Demon Hunter. Claws of Attack for him. Nice inventory here. Good damage. And he has the time. Good vision, of course, as well with the Quill Beasts. He knows exactly what Lin is doing. He doesn't have to be careful about a creep check or anything.
Yeah, and he knows how late Ensnare is. So he's so safe to do this out on the map. Not at risk of losing anything, really. If he could get this troll, no last hit, that would be the dream, but that's pretty much impossible. But he's burning the Walker, so that means only one Spirit Link. There won't be another one. Block against the TC. Oh my god, can he find this kill? The Beastmaster, yeah, but I think here we could see the ping a little bit. Doesn't quite get the block off in time. But he's keeping him away from creeping still. He's forcing more heal salves. He's burning more mana. This is still a good attack, even if he doesn't find the kills.
Yeah. He might be surrounded there, but there is a staff and there's no Ensnare yet. Oh, Ensnare is coming actually, but before the first Raider, so it shouldn't be a time. Shouldn't be time for this. He's chasing the TC, and the block is not really good for Lin, only now. But he's able to attack him. He's getting the second hero kill in this game. Foggy on fire.
Blade Master is doing damage of his own, but it doesn't matter. He could kill a Walker as well with a mana burn. Does he have the oversight here? No, he is gonna get out now. Go while the going's hot, and holy shit, man, what an early game.
This, like, usually when not Foggy's playing, these early games in Night Elf vs Orc are oftentimes boring because we wait until tier 3 is there for the Night Elf and then Cyclone is there, and then finally something happens. This little Ukrainian says no. He says hell no. This is aggression right from the start, and it works off perfectly. And as I said, Lin knew this, but without the Blade Master, how do you want to defend this?
And now he has a Tinker out already. Dude, this TC, where is he?
He's level
One
one
and
and a half.
He doesn't have shockwaves. He has only one ensnare. And now he has to deal with all of this Night Elf.
Mana burn again. Not a
Oh, the
single.
Wisp. I love the Wisp.
He burned both of the walkers, and there's not a single wind walk. There is of course no shockwave, and here we go. Tinker push with talents, and he has master and a lot of.
No, okay, he has 2 disenchants. That's all he has. That's all the dispel he has, and the shop is gone already.
Wow. No mana potions, no heal potions. Only 1 clarity. Oh no, he has a lot of heal salves and clarities. That's fine. So heavy investment by Lin. Foggy is retreating for now. More raiders coming. 46 supply versus 45. Where is the 10 supply advantage that orcs usually have? Nowhere to be seen.
But Foggy doesn't want to press his luck too much. He's not committing to the burrows. He's going to continue creeping. Is that the right call? Is it the right idea to give this TC time and space to get his shockwave up? Because so far he only had the aura. But he got level 3 demon as well. Big upgrade for him here. And now invols and heal scrolls are ready to be purchased by him. He gets 1 invol. No heal scrolls yet. Ah, he actually already has one of the Beastmaster. He's going to get level 2. He's going to get the red camp item. And he's hoping for the Book of the Dead.
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, there is the spell. But as we said, the mana is low and he needs that for the anti-cyclone. So if he gets the Book of the Dead, it's 1 dispel less. So I still think it's decent. Mana stone though. On the beastie.
If he was attacking the orc base and the orc, of course, can't TP home.
There's a zapper for Foggy.
Oh my god. Oh, he gets scouted though by the peon. Can he react somehow? Telestaff, something.
There's nothing coming. He's not staffing. Why is he bombing though? Shop? Burrow? Burrow, right?
There's a TP on the TC, by the way. He kills the burrow quickly. It is expensive though.
But he keeps him supply stuck, and he can't go into 60 supply, and the shop is gone. Lin is not defending his base at all. He's going for a base race, but only 3 raiders.
He has his own sapper. It's coming in. This one can hit 2 Moonwells, take them out quickly. Can he staff home a hero? Can he keep this sapper from going off? I don't think so. He's blocking him a little, but he finds its connection. 3 Moonwells down.
But also a lot of burrows here. TP out. Shop is gone for Foggy as well. He's aiming for the Blade Master, but that is enough for him to escape. Oh, he actually killed... What did he kill? The barracks? Yeah, right. Barracks. He killed the barracks. He's down to 2 burrows. Needs to get 3 new. That's a big investment. 480 gold. Blade Master's level 3. Torrent Chieftain is level 2, so he has the Mana Stone himself.
Dude, it's a base race again. Dude, it's the 4th game in a row between these two where it turns into a base race.
And we have seen Lin struggling hard. We have seen Lin down to, like, what was it? A few buildings or something. And he was still managing to turn this around. So, Foggy, at the moment, is looking really good for him, but never count Lin out.
Yeah, Foggy doesn't have the wisps either to make Moonwells. He has 2 wisps only. One of them's gonna become an Ancient of War. Ancient of Wonders, excuse me. He has a new TP here on his Tinker to get back home, which I think he may have to use soon, because the Raider force is moving across again. Lin has a TP of his own, should he need to evacuate. Boots of Quel'Thalas, very nice. For the demon, he has 1 scary inventory, and here comes the base attack again.
4 raiders. Does he have pillage? Not that I'm aware of. Forcing the town portal though. Maybe you should try to use the staff, but then of course it's on cooldown to fake a town portal. Both players still supply stuck. They are kind of floating in gold. We have a heal scroll for Lin. TC is creeping up to 3, who has the town portal here.
Yeah, and he's gonna be level 3 with that Mana Stone from earlier. It was on this map, by the way, where we had a level 5 TC between these two with the Mana Stone. That was so ridiculous, dude. His damage.
Didn't see that yet, unfortunately. We have a low donation coming in from Mikey PX. Go Lin, he says, and also a new sub by Piercer TK. Thank you very much, guys, for the contributions. Of course, we focus on the grand final now.
Double scroll of healing, by the way, on the orc side. He is getting pretty nicely into fighting shape as far as that is concerned. He doesn't really have the biggest army yet. And he's giving up another creep camp to the Night Elf. The Talisman on the Beastmaster, actually pretty nice. For once, I'm on your side, Neo.
It's about time.
And he's almost level 3 as well. Stab home on the Demon. He's gonna start the defense here, but the TP will have to come anyways. And that's a TP out from the TC. Traded here. He can put Fairy Fire on this army, which I think he should do.
So we have vision now,
but
but
it can be
dispel.
dispelled, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lin is ready to get up to 60 once this burrow is finishing. He has the level 3 TC, he has the 2 heal scrolls. Is there an invul? Yes, there is also an invul on the Blade Master plus decent damage from him. On Foggy's side, we have a Naked Tinker, we have an invul potion on the Demon Hunter, TP and heal scroll on the Blade, and something else on the Tinker? No, he has the gold. Ah, second heal scroll, alright. Both are in fighting shape, both are ready. Just let them loose now.
And another creep camp going towards Foggy. He's getting so many of these. It's going to be level 3 Beastmaster. It's going to be almost level 4 Demon. And Tinker close to 3 as well. His heroes are really strong now. Boots of Speed, I think, was the find here.
Yes.
Not so good here. And if even I say that, then they must be pretty bad, actually.
Well, boots are never wrong, so... I mean, the Tinker is fast through his passive. The Demon Hunter has boots already, so it's fair for the Beastmaster to have something for movement speed as well. We go into Lin's base again. The third shop that he put up, and it will die soon enough. It is a 10 supply advantage this time. This is what the Orc wants, but can he move into the Orc base to have the perfect position behind the Orc buildings? Doesn't seem like it. Pretty much open battleground.
Oh, the first shockwave, though! It's like 7 talents! They just walked right into the second hero there. He had a heal scroll to counter it, though. He has the second one after as well. TC so nicely parked in the back. He can't get burned, not at the moment. More disenchant coming in. Next shockwave was nice as well, onto like 4 of these. But level up on 2 of his heroes. Heal scroll has been used again, though. So now, Foggy with no heal scrolls left. His talents are starting to die. Doesn't have too much more Cyclone remaining, I think. And he will TP out of this. And his heroes remain alive.
Mana Stones still available. Heal Scroll for Lin not used. He's at 600 gold. On the other side, the heroes for the Night Elf become really strong. Level 2 Evasion, level 2 Quillbeast, level 2 Pocket Factory or passive, we don't know yet. But Lin is certainly back in this game with his fight. Foggy is not able to go over 60, Lin is. But he has lumber issues. Only 1 peon at lumber, right?
Oh yeah. Usually something the Orcs never have to worry about, but this game he does because of the ones he lost earlier. Foggy again at the shop. Invul, heal scroll. He has 2 invuls now, 1 heal scroll. No TP. If he waits a little bit, he will be able to get that one as well. Or is it a heal scroll instead? It is a heal scroll.
How Lin is coming back in this game is so crazy. 2 hero kills in the early. And he's still in there. And he might have a lead here. Shockwave hitting 2. Not too great. He's going for the Demon Hunter, who has to pop the invul. But the Blade Master has no invul anymore. Where's the Cyclones? He's a little slow with that, but there we go. Mana burn onto the TC. That was important. He still carries the Mana Stone. Oopsala. To be able to throw some more Shockwaves. Demon Hunter is out of the fight for now.
He's tapping back in again. Where are those Cyclones? They're a little slow. The Tinker in trouble. I think he's gonna die here. Double Cyclone up. Not good enough. There is the disenchant. Third hero has fallen. Walker's also dropping low. However, one of them is gonna die here from the looks of it. And if only he had a TP here to evacuate, but he doesn't have it anymore. Opted for the heal scroll before. Instead, Beastmaster in trouble. May have to go for his own invul here. He's still surrounded after perhaps. No. He's gonna get out of that one. 7 seconds. Almost over though. Foggy is gonna retreat.
He has to. Incredible how Lin finds the perfect time to retreat. It's not the Orc rubber band never hits him. When you watch the Orcs yesterday of the European competition, they stayed in the fights longer than necessary and they lost like 10, 15, 20 supply in the end scenes of those fights. Lin never does it. He always retreats in time, he always heals up his stuff, he saves his units, and he's back at 50 supply now. TC level 4. And maybe it is, again, the level 5 Shockwave with a Mana Stone.
Yeah, man, still being able to hold on to this. This is why I would love to have advanced stats, you know, to see how much mana did this Mana Stone give him already.
Yeah.
Must be a couple of hundred by now. Thank you very much, by the way, to more of our supporters here. Metzger25, resubbing for 19 months, saying soon 24 months. Go back to Warcraft. Gecko with €1. Someone said go Lin. I believe he meant go European Moon. And Tartaric Acid with 15 euros. Nice cast. Thanks so much. Making my life very happy again. Acid, keep going. Thank you guys so much. So, dude, I can't believe this is once again gonna be main basis mined out. The fourth time in a row, dude. This was already happening in the group stages.
This is so rare for Night Elf Orc that we go into the last gold coin. And then, of course, Foggy has the free expansion with the Tree of Eternity. He has Nature's Blessing already, so moving over to the next gold mine isn't that hard for him. Of course, Lin can intercept. Lin has good siege damage and he can tear him down. On the other side, will we see an expansion by Lin? It doesn't seem to be the case. He's still super short on lumber.
Yeah, how much is that? Like 190? Mm-hmm. It's far away. Pillage could help him out with that. Does he have Pillage? I'm actually not quite certain.
The first time he attacked, I don't think he had it. Maybe he got it later.
And yeah, he's taking out all the creep camps here. A little bit difficult for Night Elves to get their items from the shop. The shops are far away from the base. What this demon is doing, honestly, is really dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I guess once he gets ensnared, he can staff right away, and that can't be cancelled. So as long as he's fast enough, he should be safe to do it, I suppose.
Late Master level 4.5, by the way. Level 3 crits incoming. We have seen that Foggy's Cyclones were not perfect. They were good, but they weren't as good as they need to be. Also, there was always disenchant. But to be honest, it's only 3 walkers, right? They do have decent mana.
Oh, it's true. It's only 3 walkers.
It's only 3 walkers.
If we see a few clutch detonates from the wisps, this could be really dangerous. Lin's still sitting in no upkeep with a whole bunch of gold, though.
Same for Foggy. A little less because he had to rebuild the moon gold. Main gold mines expire now. Lin has a little more in. And now Foggy starts production. Uproots his Tree of Eternity, more and more talents, as well as Fury Dragons. He has 2 of them already, and they can be good to snipe the walkers as well. The level 5 TC, how far is he away? Quite a bit. He won't get that in one fight, most likely, except if he kills a whole bunch of talents.
And here's the free expo you were talking about earlier. That's, of course, really nice for the Night Elf, obviously. It, at the same time, creates a bit of a weakness with the Night Elf having 2 bases, basically, that he has to defend. These Moonwells can't walk down south with the rest of the buildings. So that may open up a point of attack for Lin, because it's exactly what we saw in the group stages between the two. Lin going back and forth between the 2 bases, looking for holes in the defense.
Lin has 3 invul potions, 2 heal scrolls. On the other side, we have a potion of healing, 2 of them, 3 of them, but no invul potion. And only 1 heal scroll. Is there something available? Yes, both of it is available. If he wants to go for it. Only for the heal scroll.
Yeah, opting for no invul at all. I don't know about that choice.
He has no gold anymore. He could sell some stuff. Peon, of course, scouts this. There will be gold soon, but Lin is going for the base, as it seems. Checks the laboratory first. TC with another heal scroll.
Bad Rider gets the Justify! The Fairy Dragon not quite fast enough. That's a little bit more experience, a little closer to level 5 TC.
Detonate. He hit the walkers. 1 is completely out of mana. The other 2 are fine. But Foggy will be mining in a bit at 55 supply. Lin at 61. And he's attacking now. Raiders up front. No upgrades on him. This will decide this game most likely.
Tense situation. This is a good position for Foggy, especially with the Ancient of War coming in. Lin does not want to commit too hard to this. Could he just snipe the Tree of Eternity with the Raiders he has? Dangerous. And if he does that, he needs a TP to get out, which he does not have.
Long distance mining for Lin. But this takes forever on AI.
He has 0 gold, so until he can make a base, it's gotta be a long time. Unless he starts selling stuff. And this is what I was talking about before. If the Night Elf's camping in the south, you can just attack up in the north.
Right, Blade Master, 1 mana burn, he's out of mana at all. So Lin, does he have pillage? Yes, he does. Masses of gold coming in. And this Blade Master, that's his last Windwalk.
So, can he find some kills here to make this a worthy trade? Going for the demon right away. If only he had an invul, but he doesn't have one. How many crits are we gonna see? There's one of them. He's half HP. Heal potion has already been used. Disenchant against the Cyclone, but there he's a little too late. He staffs out. The Beastmaster in trouble. He gets the heal potion. He'll scroll as well. Everything to keep his heroes alive, but it's not quite good enough. Second hero's dead.
Alright, and he's getting closer to 5-5 heroes, Lin is. The Tinker is still up, level 3.5. Lots of Berserkers for Lin means lots of damage. The Demon Hunter is back, attacking the the Blade Master now, who got another Windwalk. The potion is still up, the heal scrolls are still up. This is such a great inventory for Lin, and he is marching through this army. The Tinker is surrounded, can't escape at all. Maybe with a heal scroll, it's so close. He summons the next Pocket Factory, but the Shockwave kills him off. Foggy down to 1 hero, but still at 43 supply. The Blade Master is surrounded there. Can be the kill. There is another invul. And the Shockwave, massive hit here, but it was only level 2. Blade Master now level 5, and with that he's able to fight out of this. That was the Hail Mary, but doesn't work. Level 5 for the TC now as well, plus the Mana Stone. This is going to be a big Shockwave coming in. Could be a quad kill.
Can you believe that he still is holding on to this Mana Stone? Next one's gonna be Big Demon in trouble again.
Blade!
But so is the Blade Master! He can't go in again. He can't. Can the Shockwave do it? He's up in the air.
What a Cyclone! And he's fighting him back. Lin overcommitting. The TC is surrounded, trying to pop him out. Shockwave fighting him out, and that was a massive hit. Demon Hunter to rule them all, but the talents are about to fall here. Foggy, of course, is mining. Can he get his heroes back somehow? He's trading 1-for-1 for the Blade Master. Ooh. There is no Windwalk! It's 40, 30.
He has the boots! Boots of speed! No, why don't you keep walking? He lets him get away! That was the kill!
He wants to save his army, he wants this TC. There is still an invul potion. Oh my god, what a fight! But Foggy is mining, and he survived this, and the TC has no boots.
Boots of speed, boys. He's gonna force the invul here. Is he gonna survive with this?
He's so fast with the aura.
With
Furies are coming in to cancel those. And Cyclone again. Both heroes fall in super low.
There's the heal potion on this demon, by the way. Invul, when's he gonna pop it? He's holding on to it for as long as he can. Here come the crits!
Massive crit! He's trying to block with the Spirit Walker, and he keeps his heroes alive. Lin God tier again. And the BC is back. Oh my god. My heart rate, Remo!
And Tinker's gonna be back in a moment as well. Tree of Eternity exposed, I suppose, but there's no Raiders. Doesn't matter. Moonwell juice is almost dry. He sips the last little bit. More healing potions. Can he kill this altar? I don't think so.
No, there's no Raider. There's no Raider. He can't. This is impossible. Triple hero is back for the Ukraine. Oh, there's a Raider. That changes a lot.
Oh, he's trying to buy space. How many crits does he get? How many dodges do we see? Still a heal potion available. Uses it here. Fairy Dragon dead. Tinker's back.
Misses the crit there. Lucky Foggy needs to go for another potion. He certainly has the gold. But is it in cooldown or what? Oh boy, not the perfect micro here by Foggy. Losing another talent.
He needs to unite his army behind the Moonwells. What the freaking hell is this game again? I can't believe what these guys are playing.
Like seriously, this day, like the entire day, we are blessed with glorious Warcraft. Like top-notch level and big plays. The poor guy who does our highlight clips, he can just upload this entire day of casting.
Alright, now Lin looking towards the expo. This Moonwell is an easy kill.
But this spell again, there's no mana, neither on the Blade Master, nor on the Walkers, nor on the TC. Oh well, there's one Shockwave.
Yeah, once he has a good amount of Cyclone, Lin's in trouble.
Yeah.
So I guess he has to keep picking off those talents before they become too many.
Shockwave only onto the Demon Hunter. He wants to get rid of the first hero before he gets up to level 5. I think he should go for Evasion 3 in this scenario.
I think that would be a better idea, perhaps.
Demon Hunter has no potion this time. Big crits could kill him. There is a staff on the Beastmaster though, but it goes right to the Tree of Eternity down south and there's no shop.
And as long as the Blade Master's up in the air, Foggy can take a good fight, but
Yeah.
once this Blade Master's on the ground, he can just kill everything by himself.
Value of this Quilbeast, killing one Berserker, killing almost this Walker. Getting close to 6, by the way, on this.
28 versus 29 supply. Moonstone, Pocket Factory, Tinker in trouble, but there is once again the Cyclone.
He's mana burning for 64, no Shockwave coming in. But the kill on the Tinker, for sure, he's dead. And that is level 6 on the TC. He won't die anytime soon. Level 5 now. Can he trade? Beastmaster's doing nothing at the moment. You don't want to kill this TC now with Resurrection.
Yeah, you want to kill the other stuff. Has to be evasion right now, right?
Yeah, I think so. It has to be. He needs to get rid of this damage! Big crit again and another one! 2 kills of this Beastmaster. He got 2 hero kills in a bit. And now, will he run him down? There is Windwalk. Can he have a mana burn? He needs to mana burn. He doesn't! And Lin is constantly long distance mining, by the way. He gets so much gold out of this.
Alright, he has the gold for the hero revive from the altar soon. What's he gonna go for? Tinker or Beastmaster? Beastmaster.
Cool
The altar is low though. The TC could kill this altar.
Does he realize?
Does he realize? Exactly.
Well, he could kill the other Berserker here. It's about to expire though, but the Demon Hunter is coming in for the cleaning.
The demon's gonna get it, definitely. Fairy Fire, easy. TC has 1 shockwave, or does he burn him?
So he burns. Yeah, he doesn't kill him, so he could get rid of this Entangled Gold Mine.
But he's fine with this, as long as the altar survives. But it takes so long for the heroes to come back. Level 3, both of them.
Forces are under attack.
This game is so ridiculous, man. I can't believe it.
Blade Master has another Windwalk here. There is Cyclone. The Demon Hunter is coming in, going to the shop. He will secure the invul most likely. Yes. And that's a big grab for Foggy. No mana on this blade. Mass repair here. As long as there's no shockwave, all good. There's a Talon coming.
Wait a minute, he has the
Cyclone.
boots. Can he kill him?
Cyclone maybe somewhere. He's not in range.
With the TC aura, once he comes near, the Blade Master's fast enough to run away.
It's
There's
there.
one Raider again.
Forces are under attack.
That took a long time of long distance mining to get this Raider.
Indeed. Whisper getting hurt. The Entangled Gold Mine is still being attacked by this Tauren Chieftain. And the Blade Master is healing up. Is this the invul potion to win the game, or is he still waiting for his Beastmaster to come back? He is almost back. 2 Cyclones being used. Mass repair. Still no shockwave. He needs to burn soon, though. And more wisps falling. Using the mana burn. That's fine. On the blade.
Once the Beastmaster's here, this becomes a lot easier.
He's trapping him in the back. There's no Windwalk. But he doesn't close this around. Cyclone. GG! Foggy wins game 1. The Blade Master would have died. And the Ukrainian is 3-0 today. 1-0 in this grand final. 32-minute undead orc night elf game. What the fuck? I can see you're smiling from ear to ear.
It's so ridiculous. Like, this is basically the same thing as happened 2 days ago in their group stage. And that was already beyond unbelievable. Alright, this was map number 1. This is the best of 5. And Foggy in the lead.
A European in the grand final of a Chinese tournament. And he is leading over Lin. So surreal. This feels so surreal. Game is hosted. I think the invites are coming rather soon here. Don't know the map yet. But it's of course Lin's choice. But with that, this is a little psychological advantage for Foggy. Usually they start trading maps now. Lin has his pick now. Should be a win for him. Then Foggy has his map pick. And if that continues, he has the map pick on the last map.
If it's that predictable. But between these games, man, I don't want to make any safe predictions. Maybe the one safe prediction is the mains are going to run out. Because that's what we've seen 4 times in a row now. Absolutely ridiculous. So as far as map vetoes go, most likely Foggy will have vetoed Equiles and Lin Terranos stand. That is the standard vetoes?
Yeah. Especially since Foggy has a way to play on Twisted if he's going for the tower push again that we saw against Focus.
That's also something he tried against Lin 2 days ago. That was scouted, though, very well with the grunts. Didn't work out in the end. However, somehow out of that AP attempt, he still fashioned a really strong push. These games between those two, they're just always crazy.
Like
in this
from
tournament.
From the first time they met in Shanghai in the group stage of GCS 2016, 15, I'm not too sure. This is such a feud. I mean, they are constantly battling each other. Then Foggy comes up with a new push. Then Lin comes up with a new defense. Then Foggy plays it even more aggressive. Then Lin is cutting some corners to get a faster attack. This goes back and forth. These two are bringing Night Elf Orc to a whole new level.
Yeah, and it seems like only these two. Like nobody else can play this at this level.
I agree.
Focus is pretty good. And a while ago, Fly was really good. But nowadays, it's only these two.
Yeah, I agree.
And that doesn't bode too well for Cash, by the way, later.
Oh, for Cash. True.
He must be watching this stream and going like, the fuck am I supposed to do, man?
Yeah.
Qualifier 2 it is then, I guess.
Yeah. He just gives up his game, goes to the lower bracket immediately. So game has not started yet. Maybe they need a little rest. I mean, it was a 32-minute game. I don't blame them if they want to get a little breather here.
You're not in the game, though, are you?
No.
Okay.
I asked for an invite, but I guess it's full. But we have 3,300 people watching here.
What? Holy shit.
Foggy
Damn, guys.
in a grand final. He's attracting the masses. Spread the word. Call your friends. Spread it on Discord. Spread it everywhere. And the game has started now.
All right, 3 minutes, and then the next crazy game between these two continues. Are we gonna have one normal game, just one sprinkled in there, or is it just gonna be insanity all the way through? I don't know.
Oh, I'm so much hoping for insanity, man. That was so much fun.
We have to thank some new supporters here. Farah Flies with a 3-month resub and first time sub by Rikuto. Thank you very much, guys, and yeah, welcome to you, Rikuto. You're tuning in at the perfect time. This OTOMADS Cup has been providing us with awesome games today. The grand final here on the way, of course. It's not over after OTOMADS. After that, we have the GCS European Qualifier #1, where today we determine the first player to be actually qualified for GCS Summer.
Indeed. And big CIS faction there with Foggy, with Cash, Hawk, and Orc Worker. They will battle for that spot. And we have another sub coming in, Leroux Matt or something. My French.
I think it's French, right?
Yeah,
Leroux.
Leroux. Ah, maybe.
Leroux?
Yeah, my French is a little rusty, except baguette and fromage. And of course,
it's pretty good.
if you sub today, you get the entire replay pack of OTOMADS Cup to your Twitch inbox. So pretty damn sweet, and the ones from the GCS qualifier as well. So, the game has started. 2 more minutes before we are able to get into it.
Wait, did Foggy beat TH? Hell yeah, he did. That was earlier today, and that was a slaughter. My goodness.
Yeah, that was not close at all. Not as close, not nearly as close as this first game of the grand final. Foggy, if he has time to prepare, man, he's just so good.
And if we want to go back into more like opening builds and stuff, he did switch it up there. I was so expecting him to be aggressive with the demon right away before level 2, but he was being more passive. It almost seemed like Lin was finding a good counter to him there, canceling the shop, and not having to worry about the second staff. But Foggy being as strong as he is with that tier 2 timing, he still had a very good opening. Despite that crazy peon block, guys, remember,
Yes.
where he defends the base with only peons and the perfect base layout. These guys are promising the most today. Their performance seems to be on absolute peak, even with Foggy's ping. Doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. With the lead, one more map for him, and he's on match point.
Indeed. I'm F5ing this stupid Nettie's watch function so
1
bad.
more minute.
I'm
1 more minute.
penetrating it like crazy. But yeah. In DOU Super League, it was Lin, like the Lin versus TH game. TH got the first game, right? And then Lin won it. Oh no, Lin got the first game, then TH the first two, so it doesn't matter. My point out the window there. So, okay, game is watchable now. We're going in, and we go on to Rock. Big Blade Masters, big TCs, level 5, very likely, but Remo! Skills position.
All right. We saw this earlier between Lin and 120. Honestly, not too much pressure was coming from Lin in that game, but that's a different matchup. That's a different meta. Aggression is certainly, has great potential here, especially before the Night Elf hits tier 3. But it's not like the Orc is invulnerable to pressure himself. Burrows, always a danger to be exposed. And what is this, Neil? This is a Peon Scout in 2018,
Wow.
Excuse me?
What a sign of respect of Lin to Scout. They know now it's close position. And especially with talents, this is very, very good for Foggy. I guess you can constantly push into the base. You will take a few losses, but you will constantly attack the burrows and deal damage. And since I mentioned this so many times, the production time of talents is ridiculously short. You can come in waves, and at some point the Orc is not able to hold this anymore. Or does Lin have a solution?
Yeah, how does he want to play this? Does he want to be the super smork player, just head on over right away, try to kill the wisps? Is he going to creep more in the middle to have a response? Is he going to go to the Ogre Magi, being greedy? Interesting here what their openings are going to tell us about their approach to aggression in this game. Thank you very much to Untouchable Nips for the first time sub. Welcome. Peon last hit with a pickaxe would be fitting to how well these guys are playing today, but Foggy is not gonna allow it here. Mass Wisps actually leaving the main base. He is assuming the Blade Master to become aggressive here. And he's right in his assumption.
He's right. Demon Hunter gets the entire creep spot. 0 experience on the Blade. He needs to do a lot of damage to delay the tech and delay the talent pushes. So far he got 1 Wisp, but the other ones are all over the map.
So it is a 1 burrow tech in the end, but it is with the shop and with the Peon Scout, so it's a little later than usual. But he got 2 Wisps, so in the end it should be a tech timing advantage, but he doesn't commit too deep. He doesn't go behind the Moonwell wall, which is not quite a wall yet, but will soon be.
A player's forces
And the
are
demon
under attack.
on the chase here a little bit. It's going to turn nighttime soon. The archer will be safe unless there's dust here being picked up by the blade. But that would be far out of his way.
Foggy is teching now as well. A little later than usual for him, but 3-minute tech is still very, very acceptable.
This is 3 archers. It's very unusual. But of course, on close positions, when you're under pressure, that does make sense.
Also for the first attack, it's nice to have more piercing damage against the burrows. So I think it's fine. He doesn't want to be rushed. I mean, there is still this cheese strat where you tower your Night Elf opponent on Turtle Rock as an Orc, but I don't think we see any signs of that coming yet. So when you do it, you go into the middle and position your towers here and try to crawl forward, but Lin is not doing any steps towards that.
Very old school, I guess. Opening from the Orc. Barely any creeping. Got a circlet. Keeps the Night Elf on his toes. Wall will be completed easily with the Ancient of War. Or does he want to creep with it? That would seem very greedy.
Yes.
Very risky. As tier 2 is approaching completion. TC will soon be coming. The Night Elf He's a couple of seconds behind, not too much though. Foggy will be able to follow up with the Beastmaster soon, but only level 1 demon, and a level 1 demon can't really dive the base too easily.
Oh, especially if he has no evasion, which he doesn't have, it's mana burn. But therefore, no Windwalk here. 3 grunts already. The shop for Foggy is a little late, maybe? He will finish in time. But yeah, there's nothing to do for the Ukrainian at the moment, except not taking too many hits, doing a little bit of damage, and keep his archers alive. Nighttime still, for quite a long time, so these archers will not die as there's no dust on the orc side. He's forcing a little bit of moon juice all the time, so I like what Lin is doing here. Losing a bit of gold with heal salves, maybe. That's about it.
And just not allowing Foggy to do anything, really. To be fair, he's not doing too much himself, but once he has Spirit Link and Ensnare, he has a really nice power spike. The heroes may not be too strong, but his units are really, really good in the mid-game. Will he be able to find some kills with that?
Beastery and Lodge are already like 60% up, though. So I don't think there's a timing window for Foggy to attack them. So this is one of the very few games where Foggy is playing against Orc where the tier 2 buildings are coming up. Both of them. In the first attempt.
I had a bit of a disc right here. I need to reconnect.
He's not going for the staff, as he knows that he's not going for that one. Okay, TC out, creeping alone, even without grunt support. And the Engine of War is so helpful. He's going Keeper of the Grove, as he's not able to get to the tavern at the moment. Or, I mean, Entangle is not that bad. But in general, the Beastmaster is better. Okay, here we go. Beastmaster cancels the Keeper. It was just because he was under siege and he couldn't go to the tavern. Now he's there, and for the first time in as long as I can think, Foggy is creeping with the Beastmaster. Korean style. This is something that we don't really like. This is something that we don't want to see, but he has no other option at the moment. Ring of Protection +3 for direct trades. Okay, in general, crap. And yeah, the game slows down a bit. Enough with the war. A little bit of peace here. Just free the maps of these creeps. So that was a great early game for Lin, in my opinion. No pressure from Foggy at all. Buildings are up. Levels, okay, they are improvable, but it's Turtle Rock. You can creep fast.
Yeah, unusual state that we find ourselves in here. By the way, I was unfortunately not able to reconnect here, so I'm watching the stream. I'm a couple of seconds behind you. So, like, you say the Orc is looking good for him. I would agree with you. The one issue I see is he is stuck on these 3 grunts, which I feel fall off so tremendously in the late game. But at the same time, there's also archers left for Foggy, who themselves are pretty weak. So, yeah. Weird game. Hard to tell here who has the upper hand.
Tome of Experience for the TC. Big mana potion for Foggy. Not ideal. Oh, Lin is going for the next red spot. The items not overwhelming on the Orc side. Talisman of Evasion. Meh. And he gets the Crystal Ball also. Looks like the RNGesus wants this game to be decided by skill, not by one-sided item distribution. And the TC is level 3. We have seen so many big level 5 TCs here with big shockwaves. And once this happens, Lin always has mana potions, and it's very, very hard to prevent them.
Yeah, it's not only that the TC is level 3 quickly, but he's level 3 with so many camps still remaining.
Yeah.
So if he has the space and time, level 5 is not too unlikely at all.
I agree. Hood of Cunning, also not great, but certainly better than the Crystal Ball. Lin is expanding. At the tail of the turtle, we have seen this against 1-2-0, and he held this. It is very, very, very far away from the Night Elf base, so that makes it harder to push, but a Tinker with a staff can always harass this. Quillbeast can always harass this.
Yeah, and it exposes him to, you know, such a timing push from the Night Elf. If Foggy knows about it, if he scouts it, he can, you know, prepare perfectly, get the items, get the hero levels. And by the way, he's already level 3 Beastmaster, level 3 Demon.
Yes.
He's gonna get a Tinker as well, he's gonna get the Orb. He's gonna be really strong at a point in time when Lin has invested so much gold into nothing that helps him in a fight anyways.
I agree. Lin was losing some time. He wanted to go into Foggy's base, but he saw that Foggy is coming back, and that was the perfect time because Master for the Talons was finishing right in that time. So good call by Lin to not go into the base, but also wasted time here. He uses the invul. It's the Lin invul again. Without any reason using that invul potion.
At least it was only the small one, not the big one, which he just found. Lake Master has the big invul. That opens up a lot of new opportunities for hero kill.
How many raiders do we have for this ensnares? Foggy. Oh, Foggy scouted it. There's the engine of war already next to the tree. And now it's daytime and you can see it. Lake Master with another heal scroll here. How many do we have? It's 2.
Can he see it though? Like buildings have
Oh, lower vision. True.
range.
Ah, wait,
Oh,
we can
it
check
works
so
this.
cool.
attack.
No, he saw it. Yeah, he saw it.
So he's gonna attack the Orc base and the Ancient of War harasses this by itself? That could be a way to do it.
Supply-wise, normal. 60 versus 50. Mana burn on the TC, who already has the Potion of Mana. I really like that. Clarity is running on him, but Foggy has vision with Fury Fire. Engine of War is here. Pocket Factory is deployed. 2 Quilbies. Mass Wisps. Foggy finds himself in a good position as Lin still has the big Expo investment, which has not paid off, and the Engine of War is attacking him here.
I'm a little behind, of course, but Wisps again coming in. These could be massive detonates again.
Here we are. They hit a lot of the walkers there, but the other ones get ensnared. Good reaction by Lin. 150 critical strike, and he gets rid of 2 of them. Foggy's position still okay though. Where's the TC? He has no mana, but the 1 mana potion there. And the Engine of War is fighting with him. Cyclone on the Blade Master. Damage negated. And where is the potion for Lin? Cyclone again. Not a single shockwave. And the Raiders are falling. He's not using the... Okay, now he's using the heal scroll. A little late. Demon Hunter is in problems. Can he staff him out somehow? Can he go... That was a massive shockwave. Demon Hunter is safe. More and more Raiders fall. 3 heal potions from the shop. And he's staffing back in. Oh, man. This is looking good for Foggy, I'd say. He saves a few of those talents. The Raiders are not infinite anymore. And the TC is dropping low. Reapplied this Spirit Link, but it doesn't save the Raiders from falling. Lin is at 34 supply only, and his expansion is getting wrecked in the middle as well. Another Raider falls. Foggy's towering up in supply. There's still a lot of herd units here, but he will get rid of the shop. Lin is down to his heroes and 2 walkers. This was a perfect push!
Is this the lead? The extended lead. Is the 2-0 for Foggy. Lin needs time here to heal up, but there's a Night Elf knocking on his front door. There's Quilbies cancelling his heal salves. He is in a world of trouble.
He's not supply stuck here, but he gives up! Foggy 2, Lin 0. This boy is undefeated here today, and he played against TH and Lin. Can you push this any better? Can you do this better?
That was immaculate play. There was this tiny mistake where the demon popped the invul too early, but other than that, man. And that Orc Expo, it just seems to be too easily countered. Just put down 1 Ancient of War, and then Orc has to defend 2 places at the same time, and that Expo was a waste of money. He got nothing out of that one.
Oh, there's the game. I am in. Let's
Invite through?
Yeah, it's full at the moment. I don't think anybody wants to leave this.
Flying Kangaroo, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the sub crew.
Okay, no slots. We have to use watch again. And we have 3,300 viewers still watching this.
2-0 lead for Foggy. And for once, the mains don't run dry between these two. A bit of a more normal game, I suppose. And that Expo, was that the right decision on close position? Turtle Rock, of course, it's super far away from your opponent. That's very nice. But if you try to be more aggressive on tier 2, you can creep you can steal so many of his creep camps, limiting his late game creeping potential and his hero levels as well. I must say, I would have perhaps preferred to see, a more aggressive stance. rather than that late game attempt with the expansion. Of course, if it works out, it's amazing, but Foggy snapping the trap there, that timing push was just...
Yeah, it
impeccable.
was a weird timing, because you know that the Night Elf is coming for you, especially like once Master is there. And Master was a normal timing. It wasn't super early or anything. So this was a super weird timing by Lin to go for that expo. I don't understand it either. Foggy is one map away from $1,600 and like, sweeping a Lin. I'm
if
still
he
not
takes
sure.
out TH and Lin with 5-0 today, how ridiculous would that be on Neddy's ping?
Sick. It's absolutely sick.
So Lin messed up his counter map choice number 1. Now he's in a real world of trouble. He has to win this one, obviously, and then Foggy has 2 counter picks, and he has to win all of them to come through in first place.
Lin was in 3 grand finals this year. He won them all. 4-3 over Infi in Seer Cup, 3-1 over 1-2-0 in the Doyu Super League, and his team defeated Team TH 6-0 in the New Year's Cup. Foggy might break this streak of 3 tournament wins in a row. And what an exclamation mark this would be.
We've always said Foggy's best matchup is against Human. He is incredibly strong against them. Watching more and more of his games, especially against Lin, I feel like, dude, this may be becoming his strongest, or at least, along with Human, his strongest matchup.
I think he is the strongest Night Elf versus Orc player in the world, but his Human matchup is still a little better. But yeah, that is world-class level.
Yeah.
That is super tier level.
Thankfully for him, the Undeads are struggling at the moment because that is still by far his weakest matchup. He did have to go to TBC, through TBC, and actually that game he almost lost.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like the games he struggled the most were against TBC and Lin, of course. Then.
But here in the playoffs, the Scourge were not in his way, and now only one single map away from winning this online tournament, man, on Neddy's ping.
Still penetrating this watch button like a madman. I guess we're all equally excited for this match to come. Do we know the map? Was it Twisted? I'm not sure. I saw it. I'm the idiot here, man.
It's Last Refuge, actually.
Okay.
The Orc choice here, usually a map that the Night Elves will look towards. Many safe creep camps around your main, easy to take out with an Ancient of War. That's what you want to see. First creep camp, though, not so good. The demon doesn't get his level 2 for free. All right, Neo, we go in. This could be an early victory here if Foggy manages the win again on our map number 3.
Championship points for the Ukrainian, for the vice champion of the world. On Last Refuge, as you said, Lin is spawning in the bottom left, Foggy is spawning in the upper right. If he wins this game, he is $1,600 richer. Again, a decent map to level. Again, a map for high-level Blade Masters. Again, a map for high-level Torrent Chieftains. And a map for well-equipped Orc Heroes. On the other side, we have quite a few good positions for Night Elf players. For example, here below the laboratory, at the shops, or here at the chokes at the laboratory, right next to the merchants, there's plenty of good fighting space for the Night Elves.
Yeah, and that becomes better and better the bigger the armies get. Well, I guess the Night Elf is kind of always around 50 supply. But when the Orc gets to 65, 70 supply, oftentimes they won't be able to find their connection towards the targets, the Raiders and the Berserkers, of which we will certainly see a few. Can't quite get to the Talons. And the TC will have to be relied upon heavily to do the damage. The TC did really good work here, actually, in these games so far, but it just was not quite good enough for Lin.
So far, everything is standard once again. Demon Hunter opening, Blade Master opening, one Burrow Tech opening, little delayed shop, but that's totally fine opening. So no craziness ensuing here. First creep, and Foggy starts off with a claws of attack.
Very nice start for him. The Wisp was scouting in the south to see if the Blade Master was going to start creeping himself or run across the map immediately. And in fact, he's creeping himself, finding the Gloves of Haste. And the Demon, this is what I was expecting on AI especially. Grab up the item and then run to your opponent immediately, because that means you're going to be able to safely tech to tier 2 on only one Moonwell with the 21, supply glitch trick, which is exactly what we're seeing. Super fast tech from the Night Elf. In fact, slightly ahead of the Orc.
Wow. And this is the mass aggression that we usually see from Foggy. He's killing this burrow, therefore no additional grunts for Lin at this point.
He should not be able to get out though. Question is, does he want to use the TP or let his first hero die?
Well, looks like a town portal to me. Or, oh no, it's buying time. And now, that would be way too much moon juice now. He's, actually, is TPing out.
He still has lots of mana, so the region
It's cheap,
Are under
true.
attack.
is pretty good. And with the Ancient of War in position for the next camp, this makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, creeping this right now wouldn't be working, actually. But there was a lot of health lost. He has to use all of his moon juice. But then again, nighttime did just begin.
Yeah. And the creeping of Lin is a little crippled, as there is no additional grunt to the first one. Level of intelligence for this Demon Hunter and level 2 for him. Blade Master is coming in. But he shouldn't really... Oh, can he trade this? Yeah, I think so. With a glove and a circlet. Should be superior to the Demon Hunter. Even though he has no crit yet.
Gets the Archer. That's level 2. Perhaps a slight mistake. He could have tried to deny that one. Again, with a ping, that's a little more difficult. But as it is, Blade Master is level 2 with a crit. With that, he can look to trade more favorably. But with only one grunt, thanks to that borrow cancel earlier, it is still all very manageable for Foggy.
Exactly. And as you said, the tech slightly ahead. This is something that rarely happens. Does he have a shop up? Yes, he can go for the Staff of Preservation. Key item for his tactics.
He's a little late though. The demon is too far away to get the staff immediately. Is he gonna even do it? I guess he is.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Actually, it's in time. So
Yeah.
he's gonna staff onto the Quillbeast then, I suppose. As his tech is done.
Okay, Staff of Preservation, Beastmaster, Blade Master scouts it immediately, but that should come as no surprise. Actually, the Blade Master here... What? He's moving back.
Could be a bait to get the blade out of position. Because he can still go onto the Quillbeast with the Telly Staff. He's trying to plug the holes with the peons. How good are the bouncers positioning? So far, really good. He can't get in anywhere. This... Oh, never mind. He can get in there.
Forces are under attack.
But this is already delaying a lot. And actually, it's a double fake out. He's taking out the Ogre Magi on Lin's side.
Haha, okay. New trick by Foggy. Lin was defending this. Lin was expecting this. But this is a steal. Potion of Invulnerability. Very nice.
He did take quite a bit of damage for this, though.
And the moon juice was low before.
Here come the wins. Tier 3 on... He delayed tier 3 a little, didn't he?
A player's forces are under attack.
Tiny bit, yeah.
But he's gonna get the next Ogre Magi. Usually, with Orcs grabbing map control early on tier 2, they will oftentimes get both Ogre Magi's, but no. We were all expecting Foggy to play this ultra aggressive, but he is abusing his image, basically. And is creeping instead and gets the 2 big consumables. Oh, once again, he's dropping so low. This is risky in the end.
Not
but
the
he will not
greatest
be getting
items. Yeah, not the Invo Potion is great, the Mana Potion not so much, but at least the Orc doesn't get it. And I was wondering, like, when will Foggy switch up his game against Orc? Because it became so obvious that some Orcs like Focus played proxy bestiaries outside the base to prevent this. So everybody knew about this. Ooh, nice Blade Master, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that
circlets.
myself.
Ooh, boy. More attack speed equals more crits equals more damage.
He's gonna go for the 3rd Ogre Magi. This one's even gonna have a consumable level, what is it, 4? Mana Stone. The mana item is certainly not what he was hoping for, but even if, selling it, that's a lot of money. Oh, but he's getting creep check now. There is a raider with 1 ensnare, I believe, and Zeppelin is not ready yet to get out of this. And of course he doesn't have a TP anymore. But he can just enter the base.
Yeah,
this is no wall off.
That's the first big mistake by Foggy. The shop is down, he doesn't get a potion, and his Beastmaster's quite low. Good snipe.
Talon Crow form to get them to safety. But that's 100 mana on every one of them lost. Expensive.
No Cyclone available. You want them to gather the mana from Mass Cyclone, and it's level 2 TC with this as well. Blade Master on the other side is level 3, gets the invul here most likely. Yes, and stealing this consumable from Foggy's shop. Does he have the resources for it? Yeah, he does. That's big. Tome of Experience as well.
Alright, he puts in the work and then he gets rewarded with a bit of lucky drops as well. TC suddenly, almost level 3. How quickly did this happen?
Well, with the Tome of Experience, that's...
Yeah, of course. Demon, still no Orb of Venom. He is quite a bit weaker than he would like to be at this stage, but Shop is going to be finishing here
also
in just a moment.
No level 3 for him yet. Beastmaster has no Hawk. And he will add the Tinker soon, so leveling won't be as fast as it is now. Lyn is getting ready for 60 supply.
Forces are under attack.
Foggy moving out far here without TP, Tinker, or the Orb, or Master. He's looking pretty brave, but the Orc is too far away. Won't be able to punish this. Instead, he wants to creep up his TC more. Very understandable with how close he is to level 3. In fact, he will be hitting it right here. Blade Master scouting things out. Gripping the Merc camp here for Foggy is really hard to do without an Ancient of War.
Takes a lot of poison damage. Don't want that on your talents. Do we have Master ready? Yes, we do. Stormy times on Last Refuge now for Lyn, but he seems to be in a great spot. 46 supply only, though. Against 48. Is this Foggy's time to push? Master, invul potions. Does he have a heal scroll? No. Okay, that's lacking.
I said he's going to the red camp here. If the orc comes towards him, he can perhaps retreat towards the north into that little sideway, pathway. That's the best position basically on this map. But he's not getting punished. Good Quillbeat scouting as well, shows him where the orc is. The Cloak of Flames, and the Demon Hunter is in the way that Blizzard intended him to be. Looking badass now.
And that's
flames engulfing him.
10 DPS per unit that it hits. And he will stand in the middle of everything. So that's a massive damage boost.
Yeah, and the invul as well, plus heal potion for him, so he's not gonna die quickly at all.
Oh, but Lyn is intercepting these talents. Crow form not an option here. Foggy has to fight, maybe.
One talent dead. Quite a few more still in this army, of course. So, does Foggy want to take the fight here? Not right here. He wants to retreat a little further back. One more talent will fall. But now he's in a better position.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this choke is pretty good. But Lyn has shop control. There's still a good, broad surface for the Raiders to attack, so it's a nice back and forth. Lyn, of course, does not want to give up this shop position. He has 2 heal scrolls and the Book of the Dead. He needs a Wisp against this. Demon Hunter ensnared, but look at the damage he does. Nice shockwave. Oh, it was decent only. The Beastmaster 50% down. Where is the Book of the Dead? He's not summoning it yet. As he sees the Wisp next to him. Demon Hunter ensnared, has to pop the invul. That's the big one.
Where are the Wisps? Why are they not detonating? There's walkers right next to them. I guess he wants to save them for the Book of the Dead. Is he even gonna pop it? I don't think so. Long range shockwave coming in. Once again, that was nice, but now he's out of mana. Almost at least. Invul over on the Demon. He could find himself in trouble because there's still an invul left on the Blade Master who's going for the Beastie right now, who is dropping low, getting ensnared. But he doesn't commit further.
The Raiders, man. Great micro by Lyn. Everything is hurt. Everything is wearing a crimson mask. And the TC is surrounded. He's surrounded. He can't get out. Book of the Dead, maybe to fight out. Raiders re-engaging. Heal scroll as well. But the Demon Hunter, man, he's packing quite a punch. Beastmaster is back with 2 heal potions. Can't swap one over. TC is back on the ground. Man up. Oh, man up. And right before the shockwave. Gorgeous. Tinker is healthy as well. And it looks like Foggy is cleaning this up now. With another surround, maybe. He's blocking. He has the mana. Gets rid of the Blade Master, who has Windwalk though.
Everything's so low. He needs heal scrolls badly. There's one in here. The value is going to be off the charts. He holds on to it
Look at
still.
this. Everything is crimson red.
Does he really want to move forward here, Lin? Is that the best idea? It's looking better now after the heal scroll. Foggy's retreating back further. Oh, the moon juice is all gone.
Yeah. And it's a 10 supply advantage for Lin. This micro was sick how he saved all of this against an area of effect Demon Hunter and an Engine of War. But Lin retreats. Still has an invul, still has the Book of the Dead, and he will get more items from his shop now.
Patience there being shown from Lin. Even going for Telestaff to get more
Clarities.
consumables quickly.
A player's forces are under attack.
Smart move. Foggy creeping up. Wants his level 2 Tinker for faster clockworks with the
His
passive.
heroes really need to catch up.
Yeah.
3-2-1 is not good enough anymore.
Demon Hunter is okay, so I think he could send him back. I mean, level 4 is great with the evasion, but... Yeah, okay, gets level 2 on the Tinker. It's Rune Braces, meh. TC level 4 already. Blade Master close to 5. Looking good for Lin. Looking very, very good for Lin.
And this Blade Master, he can just decapitate a hero if he gets the right crits.
Oh, he got the claw as well. Nice.
A player's forces are under
Really
attack.
good for him.
So what's
He
the next
almost
move
scouted
here?
a lot.
Looks like an expansion play from Lin that would once again expose him to a timing.
There's a
But
peon
he's
ready.
in a much better position this game, it feels.
We'll burrow first, just to be safe. Yes, I agree. This is the best it has ever looked for Lin. This little tiny peon gives him so much vision. I really like that. Beast Master still not 3. Is he shopping a lot? No, right?
Oh,
Maybe
the
invul.
demon, he's way too far forward. Without an invul, he could just die right here. Critical strikes, are they gonna be there? He can't staff him home thanks to the end snare, and he dies. First hero fallen. Tinker next on the menu. There's heal potions on him. And he will survive a little bit longer, but disenchant against the Cyclone, and that must be it, man. 2
Lin.
heroes down.
Lin eats him alive here, a potion, but that is no rescue at all. Triple kill for the Orc God. And now, Foggy is playing StarCraft. He's not that good at that. No mana on the TC anymore, but come on. This is GG. Lin makes this a series, the first map that Foggy has lost today. Will this start the comeback for Lin? If he turns this series around, man, I mean, it would fit the day. It would absolutely fit the day. This is the first time, or the first game, first series where we don't have a 2-0, 3-0.
And that's what I was hoping for, man. I want to see more of these games. Lin punching back strong. Thank you once again to our supporters here. Hamza Zittich, 2-month resub. Paula Yo, first time sub. And Moonglade. So cool to have you here as well with a 2-month resub.
This
All right.
could be the first Night Elf win since AWL 2017. That is 5 months ago. But you wanted to say something, sorry.
No, it's fine.
That was Lawliot winning AWL, quite surprisingly to me, at least back then. And Chaos Krieger has subscribed for 2 months as well. Thank you. This is the first map that Foggy chooses, by the way.
And honestly, I would have expected LR to be chosen. I think that's a really good Night Elf map, especially if you go for a creeping mid game. Then again, that doesn't seem to be Foggy's style so much now, does it? I know that Foggy really likes AZ.
Yeah.
I'm
This
still
must be
always.
AZ. If it's not vetoed.
Yeah, I think it's AZ as well.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
Terran-
otherwise, yeah, TM is always like iffy. I think it has to be AZ as well.
This is Foggy's hometown in this matchup. This is where he defeated Lin the first time.
Yep.
We could go full circle here, Remo, if this works out.
Lin, is he gathering strength here after his map win right there? The heroes were the issue, it felt like, for Foggy. They just were not strong enough in time.
Yeah, and he had no cancellation on the buildings, and then there's a lot of map control.
Yeah, he grabbed up so many of the item carrying creeps, we have to say those weren't too amazing. It was 2-time mana items.
Yeah.
Not what you're hoping for. And the game
It's
is
AZ.
live.
It's AZ. Foggy is the master of this map in this matchup. But if there's one guy who knows how to defend this, it's certainly Lin. It's still match points for the Ukrainian. But Lin is catching up. 2-1 AZ. This is the last map of OTOMADS Cup.
If Lin wins here, we go full distance, and that would most likely be Twisted Meadows. So I hope for Lin to make it here. I mean, I want Foggy to win, to be completely honest, but I want more of these games. Easy Ancient of War creep here, of course, to start with for the Night Elf. He's going to be level 2 so quick, and I hope we're not going to start seeing Lightning Shield denies now. So late into the day.
This was the map, by the way, where Lola had played the Warden against Lin and was successful. So let's see if Foggy does it as well. That is no big surprise here. Demon Hunter again for the 4th time in this series, and everything until minute 8 or so seems to be set in stone. Fast tech on 21 supply, level up to level 2, then be aggressive and try to get the buildings. No surprise from Lin as well. 1 burrow tech, delayed shop, and a Blade Master.
Yeah, if the Blade is aggressive here with skipping the shop, going circlet, that's sometimes a danger, but on this map, it really doesn't seem to make sense because the Lightning Shield will already have been in effect, all the creeps are already dead, and then you're kind of trading level 1 versus level 2. Doesn't sound like a good idea, now does it? Scouting Wisp coming over, gonna make sure everything's in order here. He has already seen the Voodoo Lounge. The Blade Masters were pretty strong, especially on the last map. This is a really hard map to pimp your Blade on.
Yeah, you need to be very lucky. Gloves of Haste for the Demon Hunter is a nice start for him. Not a single creep denied. Oh, the Engine of War.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. Like, don't lose that one, buddy.
Oh, man.
You want to keep it alive.
And that's level 2 here. So no insta-aggression. Blade Master finds a Gloves of Haste as well. And he's teching already, as it always is the case with the 1 burrow tech. Abandons this camp before hitting level 2 or right after the camp, so that's left for the TC later. Foggy is attacking as well. This time, Lin is a little ahead.
So is he gonna commit to the base again? If he does, he may just very well be forced into a TP again. And on level 2, you definitely don't want to let your hero die. But Lin doesn't want to set the trap. Not yet, not really. Ideally, of course, he wants to force the TP from the demon and keep his burrow alive. And now, it's too late to cancel that burrow, I think. So there's no reason to commit to the back of the base. But now, during the time where the demon is being aggressive, the Ancient of War can move into position to take the next creep camp, which seems to be the case for what Foggy wants to do. Does the Blade Master have an inkling that this could be coming?
Well, he's hanging around with the Berserker, sniping the item here. Then he has a Windwalk and can move over. Is the Engine of War only going for the Murlocs? Yes, he is. I mean, there's poison damage. You want to prevent that. That's why the Engine of War creep is decent here at this spot.
Yeah, and he knows this is happening, Lin. He has played it against this enough times. And should be able to steal the last hit here.
If he gets the Nightcrawler, that's pretty big. There's no reveal. And a backstab. Easy. And level 2 for him as well.
The Archer does make it to safety.
Oh, that shop. Barely finishing.
But the Demon Hunter is not sweating it, he's not panicking, he's not coming home to defend. He's just creeping himself, hoping for some better items here. Slippers, that's very good. It was Mantle before for him. The worst of those drops. Well, I guess the Cloak is the worst.
Level 2.3. I think the Cloak can be decent at some points, but yeah, in general, you're right. But I think the Cloak's better than the Mantle of Intelligence, for example. We see the Merc camp trick with the Berserker, and he snipes the first Renegade. Big item, possibly. Rune Bracers. This is not a one.
It's some gold at least, though. And I really like going for the Mercamp so early because you can skip one of the grunts and go for a Berserker instead, who is so much better in the late game.
If you can keep him alive, obviously.
Yeah. With this, though, he is a little bit out of position to keep his tier 2 buildings alive, but it seems like Foggy is not quite ready yet to pounce because his tier 2 only just finished now. Here we go. Beastmaster Quillbeast into the Orc base we go. How well prepared Island against
Town is
this
under siege.
pretty well as it seems. Grunts and Berserkers already taking out one of the Scout Wisps here. Beastmaster in the middle of the map being greeted by the Blade.
He has the 2 staffs, and this is why Amazonia is so good for Night Elf. The Peon block in time again. Magnificent. Will he pop into the base or not? Yes, he does. This is big for Foggy. He cancels the Lodge for the first time in the series, right? This is what he's always aiming for. He got the Bestiary once, but apart from that, he got nothing. And now he finally delayed the Spirit Link and the Dispel.
Can't really kill the Burrow though, can he? There's 2 Quill Beasts in a moment. It's still cooling down. Quill Beast not ready yet, and yeah, this is gonna come up. Staff home. Demon is safe. Tier 3 on its way. Already Ancient of War in position to creep in the middle. If the Orc wants to, he can try to pounce on this creep camp right now and kill the Ancient of War and maybe even some of the remaining creeps. But the TC is playing this a little more slow.
Yeah, he has no Windwalk. I don't think he should commit to this.
And this is why AZ is so nice. The level 3 demon so perfectly, so fluidly works with this aggression mid-game strat, which Foggy likes to play. And now he's really strong. And there's going to be no Spirit Link for quite a while. And the TC is forced to stay passive and creep on his side of the map.
Foggy is halfway towards tier 3, getting more talents here. Up at 27 supply only, but he's getting a decent chunk of HP out of this Blade Master as well. TC creeping up, not level 2 yet. And the Lodge only up in a few seconds. First Raider is out though. Ensnare should be finished already. Because he's building a second Raider.
Are under attack.
I believe so. And once again, Foggy was moving across the map, feigning a bit of aggression, then staffing home, and then creeping up the next camp. Would probably be ideal to solo creep this with a Beastmaster, but that of course also slows this all down. Oh, he's waiting for the staff to be ready. This is so cool. Staffs him home, gets the solo experience.
Nice. Level 2 on the Beastmaster. And yeah, he's pushing into this base. He wants to get rid of this shop to delay the orb, and he is successful with it.
He didn't repair. He had wisps nearby, but he just didn't bother to repair. Surprisingly.
Blade Master was quite low. Torrent Chieftain level 2, or about to be level 2, but no Shockwave yet. As long as he didn't get the Entrance of Wind, I think that's all fine. Here is... This is where Master Training is supposed to start. But there. There we go. Cancels the 1 talent. And Lyn is on the clock now. The Walkers are coming, but Dispel is still far away. Level 2 for the TC. And the Tinker... should be coming soon. Not yet. There we go.
There he is now. Ancient of War in position for the next creep camp. That's gonna get the Beastmaster closer to 3 and the Tinker closer to 2. And Fairy Fire here on this Orc army gives Foggy perfect information. Knows he's totally safe to do this. More Berserkers fall in. The item, the Rune Bracers again. So quite a bit of bad luck here. There's a lot of good items to be found here. The Bracer's not one of them.
Fairy Fire is so OP, man. It's ridiculous. Tier 1 spell gives vision and minus armor. Alright. Potion of Greater Mana. Again Foggy with massive mana items on this map. But the Beast
denied the big rock golem with the Ancient of War. He wasn't looking for a second, and that's painful for the Beastmaster. He would be so close to level 3 now. But as it is, he's far away. But I think it's still good for Foggy. He has managed to take barely any damage until Master Training, and that's what the Night Elves hope for as Master finishes right here.
I like what Lyn is doing though. He went to the left side of the map and got the heal scroll and the invul, so he's stealing that from Foggy's side, and now he's moving over to the right spot, does a little drive-by at the creeps, gets more experience, and creeps this one, and gets the items here most likely as well. I don't know his resources. Oh yeah, looking good. So he has all the items on this map.
Yeah, and without invuls, without heal scrolls, you don't really want to take a fight. And we're getting later into the game, we're gonna have Orc in upkeep very soon, I would imagine. And this is not LR, this is not where your army is gonna be blocking itself. There's open space here everywhere. So this is what I always talk about on AZ. It starts off really nice for the Night Elf, but in the super late game, the Talons have a super tough time finding a good position. Beastmaster still desperately trying for that level 3 with a Merc camp. He will be able to get it. I like that he has Wisps here as well for Detonate. Will be a big deal against the Walkers. Walkers on which Lin is really low.
A
He needs
player's
more than just
forces
2.
are under
Whoa.
attack.
Yeah, it's of course due to the late lodge, plus then the upgrade, and only now he can go into more walkers. As the lodge was occupied for quite some time. 55 supply for the Korean though, Foggy at 50. Beastmaster is level 3, has a potion, there's a town portal on the Demon Hunter. Very rare to see it on the Demon Hunter, not on the Beastmaster. But okay, now he swaps it over. Invo potion on the first hero, heal scroll on the second hero. Is that enough though? We have 2 heal scrolls for Lin and 1 invul, plus a big invul from the Rock Caller.
Oh, that's very nice. He actually has crit level 2. Very rare in this matchup. And we go in with a Scroll of Speed. What's the first target? The Shockwave onto all the Wisps.
Oh.
They're all dead. They can't detonate anymore.
That was really good. The few walkers have full mana, so they can dispel quite a bit of Cyclone here. Blade Master high up in the air though. TC as well, who has almost no mana potion for him too. Raiders are trying to get to the talents, but he's dancing nicely so far.
Next mana burn, and this TC only had 1 Shockwave. That one did 0 damage to the talent, so they're all still pretty healthy. The Ancient of War once again gonna be a great wood shield. We have so many illusions everywhere, man, and they're fighting against each other. Couple of disenchants coming in, but the blade is still only in the air, doing nothing with his level 4. Now perhaps he still has the invuls to use whenever he chooses to. Still holding on for it for now. Pocket Factory coming out again. These talents, though, they seem to be in a bad position right here.
Yeah, now they are. They wanted to hide behind the Ancient of War, but there's more. There's so many walkers for Lin, who does good magic damage to them. TC about to be level 4. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter used now. Beastmaster is still quite healthy, but more and more talents fall. Foggy is down to 42 supply. Lin's at 58.
He's gonna perhaps get the Berserker here, not quite. Of course, now Lin wants to heal up. Heal salves, clarity. He needs to get those things running. The shop has 1 heal scroll available again for the Knight of Staff, home from the Bestiae as well. For clarities and such, I would imagine.
Just a heal potion.
Oh, is he gonna run into the Orc here? Oh no, this could be the worst positioning in the world. How quick is his staff? If he's quick enough, he can get out of the ensnare. He could bait a fake ensnare. Alright, he's gonna get 1 talent here.
Maybe 2. Foggy is running back with the help of the Moonwells. Maybe he can defend this, as Lin has a lot more army than he does. A Demon Hunter will be enough. It's not the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah, 2 free talent kills again. But as we know, they'll come back quickly.
Are under attack.
Massive, massive, massive army.
Oh, Invul popped very early here on the blade. That didn't seem to be the best timing. The Shockwave didn't do too much either. The early hero usage, is that the big Invul? No, it's a small Invul. It's going to be over soon. Beastmaster's still in trouble. He's counting the seconds here until this Invul is over. It's still running. I think it's the big one. Otherwise, it should have been gone. Heal Scroll coming in from the Orc side. And now the Blade Master up in the air again. And guess what? There's no more mana for Disenchant.
And the TC is super low, is out of the fight. No more Endurance Aura, and Foggy is killing stuff here. Tinker far up front. How many Raiders can he get with Cyclone? And
if he was in range, he could get so many kills here.
yeah.
There was 1 Disenchant to get 3 Raiders out of there. Otherwise, he would have lost them all. But Lin just barely getting away.
Beastmaster again, first to the shop, has an invul again. Needs to keep these heroes alive.
And now the thing is, heal salves and clarity isn't all that Lin needs. He needs also more time for more mana on the walkers.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't, of course, use a clarity on those walkers. It's just a natural regeneration. So all you can do is buy time.
He needs a Scroll of Restoration, Neo. How can you find it?
Well, it's quite hard here.
Beastmaster once again back in the base, summoning his little helpers. And Foggy now pressing forward. He may have the supply disadvantage, but it's a lot about mana in this matchup. The walkers for Lin have 1, 2, soon to be 3 disenchants if they don't get detonated.
Dude, there's no invul potion in the entire Orc army. Foggy got them all.
What's this Blade Master supposed to do now?
Well, enjoy the view, I'd say. From high above. Foggy pushing for the victory. Nice position on that Fury Dragon. Raiders are streaming in. Big open battlefield again. This position, he lost the fight before. Shockwave hits 4 talents. Does he have a potion on him? No. No mana potion and the shop is gone.
One heal scroll still available on Foggy's side. After the next shockwave, he may have to pop this. If he wins this map, guys, he wins this tournament. He has the lead here, don't forget.
2 heal
Under
scrolls
pressure.
on Lin's side, and he's rebuilding the shop, but that will take some time. Foggy's still not sure to engage. He retreats, and did he get something else? Another, yeah, I think this was the invul that he bought, right? The calm before the storm.
It seems like Lin is gonna get the time here to reset, to gather mana, and now suddenly he's looking a lot better with the disenchants. He has 4 walkers here, gathering mana bit by bit. So are the talents, of course.
There's a lot of cycling in this army. Blade Master is in, has no mana. Okay, because he used that Windwalk right away.
A town is under siege.
There's a Bad Rider laming now, a little, against the Entangled Gold Mine, causing a little distraction.
One more Cyclone here.
Does he want to keep him there until Cyclone runs out? I think that lasts forever. But okay, here's the fight.
Beastmaster in the front line, getting focused. Invul popped early. The Blade Master doesn't have an Invul, remember, so he can't go into Beast mode. The Raiders far forward, though, find decent connection onto those talents. More and more Cyclone coming in. Foggy needs to be fast with these, and at the moment, he's really fast with these. These heroes are barely doing anything at all. Beastmaster once again for him in trouble. This could be the death here for him, unless there's a staff. There is, but it gets cancelled. The Beastmaster is dead.
Cyclone again a little bit too late against this Blade Master, but now there is Windwalk again, the demon not burning him there. Don't know if it was on cooldown, I don't think so, but TC is out of position there as well. Tinka is killed as well here with the critical strike, 2 in a row. Can he get the revenge kill? He needs to take out the Blade Master or the TC. The Raiders find the talents, it's quite a few of them. Once again, it's the Demon Hunter on his own. Constant Cyclone there. Oh boy.
He's not buying anything back from the
TP
tavern.
out.
He's in fact TPing out right now. He is going to lose one more talent. Big fight for Lin.
Wow. Really, really well done. Without a single invul potion, he defeats Foggy. Is up at 57 here. 41 only for the Night Elf.
And Foggy there making one of his few mistakes in this series. That Beastmaster was way too far forward.
Yeah, he did the same mistake against Focus, and that cost him the game on AI.
Yeah. And he also had a tele staff, preservation staff, which he could have used. Once again, we have to give him the benefit of the doubt here, though. With ping being a thing, we don't know what his connection's like. But as it is, he lost that engagement, and he gave TC time for level 5.
Both heroes level 5.
Of this game.
Level 3 critical strike. Level 3 shockwave. And if Lin is not running around with mana potions now, I don't know why and what.
And
It's
he's gonna be
expansion
able to
time
get the
now.
red camp.
Yeah, obviously Red Cap now. He has all the time in the world. I mean, he doesn't get experience, but if this is a mana bong...
Oh yeah. Lots of great items here. Doesn't have to use the Raiders to creep this. Why take the damage? You have all the time. Night Elf heroes are still dead. Now Valor is okay.
Yeah, more HP, more damage. That's decent. I think Foggy wants to creep this as well with summons, but he sees, man, not too much remaining here. Big one is already gone. And yeah, that is the mana potion now for the TC. And an invul, and a heal scroll. The Korean is set to put another nail into Foggy's coffin.
Tinker's still not back. Tinker, by the way, has had a tough game here. He's still only barely level 1.
True that. Double heal potion and a clarity. He needs the Pocket Factory damage. Clockwork damage. 3 berserkers, by the way, for Lin. So much piercing damage that he usually doesn't have in this army. Heal scroll, invul, as well for Foggy. He actually has 2. 2 heal scrolls, 3 heal potions, and 2 invuls. The inventory is neat for both, actually. A little better for Foggy. But of course, massive supply advantage for Lin on a big and open map like this.
Yep.
Main gold mine's about to expire though. Lin is has this expansion in time.
Player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master revealing himself once again here. And of
Mana
course,
burn a little
easily
late.
get out.
Yeah, walk always. And another round of field scrolls and invuls. So now Lin's inventory is a little better.
And the expo is up for the orc. Was not getting punished. He's gonna be down to one mining base only very soon again, as the mains are about to expire though.
But Foggy has Nature's Blessing. We'll just walk over.
Oh, he's going forward. This is one of the few good positions here for the Night Elf on this map.
Lin
This
does
little
not want
choke.
to fight here. That's... I mean, Remind... no. Wasn't it... Remind did something crazy here with that position. And it was a situation where his opponent was towering him in supply and has a lot more supply than his opponent. And Remind fought here and won that fight in the end. It was pretty spectacular, but Lin is not that stupid. Chooses another angle, and that could be the beginning of the end of Foggy.
He's gonna get more berserkers here, isn't he?
Number 4.
Out of stock, I guess. 64 orc supply. Scary. And heal scrolls to back him up as well. But the Tree of Eternity is walking now. Foggy still has so much gold left. Doesn't even have the moon wells to produce anything, but he's getting all of the items from the shop. So many consumables for him. Uh-oh, but the raiders. Oh my god, could they snipe this tree? Of course, it's not fortified armor right now. But that's what the walkers and the berserkers are happy about. He has a TP here if he wants to save this tree.
I think so too. He's eating into the forest to lower the surface, but it's already down 60%. The raiders make sure that he can't really engage into this. And the tree is down. No free expansion for Foggy. Perfect timing for Lin. And I love how he split the raiders away from the army as the magic and piercing damage was enough.
A town is under siege.
Perfect execution for Lin, and his gold mine is up. So the next push has to be Foggy's. The next fight has to be Foggy's. Otherwise, Lin wins this.
He's looking for the big shockwave.
Whoa!
Oh my god! That hit like everything. There was an invul invested, but well worth it. The TC wants to get another one off. Even if he gets burned, there's going to be another one. But he's ensnared. The demon is. He can't even burn. And once he's on the ground, the big shockwave comes in again. Not
Only
hitting
two.
all of those talents. But it seems to be good enough.
The TC is a weapon of mass destruction. Does he have one more? Yeah, but doesn't want to use it. Heal scrolls everywhere. The raiders are in the middle of everything, aiming for the Tinker now, who still has a tough time, who's still level 1. Does he eat the mana potion? Not yet. Dispel, Tinker, gets an invo potion here. I think the TC is getting ready. No, just cycloned up. But he spreads the damage so well. There's good damage on the demon, there's good damage on the Beastmaster, there's great damage on the Tinker. One of them is about to fall.
Next shockwave coming in once again, hitting super well. And the heroes are all dropping low invul now on the demon. But how is he actually gonna heal up? These raiders, all so healthy, always far away from the demon hunter. They're not getting poisoned up, and now missing the crit, but still good enough. Lin wins this and brings us to map number 5.
What a comeback! It looked so great for Foggy. It was a 2-0, but the Korean strikes back. The nerves prevail, and he wins the Night Elf map, Amazonia. And now,
Awesome.
if there's no crazy bans going on, we have Twisted Meadows as the last and deciding map. Somehow, Chat was saying it before, somehow Lin was able to make this a best of 1 again.
So sick, man. He played this so well. And there was this one point in time when he only had 2 or 3 walkers. They were all low mana. Should have Foggy perhaps committed more. He was patient there with the attack towards the orc base. Maybe he should have tried to go in deeper, but of course when you do that, gonna expose your backside to your opponent. Something that Foggy did a lot in their game 2 days ago was Ancients of War backup in his pushes. We didn't see too many of those yet. But alright. Ancient of War pushes, Ancient Protector pushes. Certainly something that can be possible on Twisted Meadows, our next map, most likely.
The game has not started yet. Okay, we have to use Watch again.
Thank you very much to Dozo777 with a sub. Are you the Dozo from ESL back then?
And Wack TV back then. Oh man, you did so much for the scene. That was incredible. Good old Dozo. If it's not you, then still, thanks. Man, that I didn't expect this to go full distance. But I didn't expect anything of this today. Neither the 2-0s, neither the style of the 2-0s, neither Foggy being in this grand final. And the game has started. 3,600 viewers now. It is all about this map. The winner gets $1,600. The loser has to go home with a silver medal and $800.
Not too bad either, but when you're so close to victory, especially Foggy giving up 2 match points, but he can bring it back. Bring it back on a map that, well, isn't the greatest for Night Elf. Hard to make any strategy work on it. But you said he was very successful with an AP push, but now with that knowledge, Lin should be prepared to scout for it. This is going to be an interesting one for our last map.
Engine Protector push works sometimes. Engine of War rushes work. There is plenty of tactics to choose from like Foggy's arsenal. What's up? Oh, nice cake time. Thanks. Got some cake for the final. That's sweet. Self-made cheesecake.
Ooh. It's actually my favorite cake. Damn, I'm jealous now.
Getting jealous here. Nice. Good girl, Rike. Shout out to her. But of course, there's no time to eat cake now. Well, maybe after the game for a celebration. Lucky me.
About 2 minutes, guys, and then our last game starts. Last game, anyways, of OTOMADS Cup. Not the last game for today. After this final, we're going to have the GCS EU qualifier number 1, where we're going to see Foggy again, along with Awkwalker, Hawk, and Cash, where the Europeans will duke it out.
Yeah, man. Foggy, of course, the big favorite. It's a long day for him as well. Maybe he's exhausted in the end. But of course, he's used to that. He shouldn't. Maybe he should drink a runtime performance drink.
Performance drink, that's right.
Oh, man. Cheap plug. But that's our new partner, if you haven't figured that out. The link to Runtime is in the description if you want to check out their products, if you want a discount, B2W as a coupon code. But, man, this NetEase watch function makes me go nuts.
Patience, Neo. We're almost there.
I'm not good with patience, you know that.
I know that.
You know what? I'm eating cake now.
To calm the nerves, Neo.
Damn, that's really good.
Need some calories. Does it have fruit in it? What's it called?
Nope.
Like mandarins?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Pure cheesecake.
I really am jealous now.
Oh, it's really good. You did well, Rike. You did really well. So is this game up now? Did the cake help?
Not just yet. Couple more seconds and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
One map to decide it all. It's ready now. Map number 5 in this best of 5 Twisted Meadows. Our specialty maps towards the end.
Exactly. All the maps before, we saw talents. We saw Demon Hunter, Beastmaster, Tinker play. This could change. And, oh boy. The starting position looks good for Lin as he is in the upper left. Will he go for the Golem? Or not?
And if he does, will that be getting scouted?
And punished.
I think especially this position will be getting scouted by Foggy. Now, the standard here opening for Night Elf is certainly Huntresses. Because an Ancient of War creep is too dangerous. If you get scouted, you lose the creeps, you lose the item, you lose the Ancient of War, and probably lose the game.
Yeah, it is, of course, a Huntress opening. Wisp is already on the way to scout this position. The burrow is in range. So the shop should be coming up here. It's the Blade Master. We have seen a little bit of Farseer of Lin, but not in... well, in this matchup you could do it from time to time, but not in the grand final. Lin's streak, will it stay alive or not? 3 tournaments, 3 wins this year. Foggy, I think he could be the first European to win a tournament on Netties, right? A bigger tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
The town is under siege.
As we said earlier, he did win IFAN Cups and the like before, but those are small cups. Here with $1,600, this is a big tournament. The shop was delayed a little bit here for Lin, but it's still coming up. Is he really gonna try this creep? Is he gonna take this risk?
He knows that Foggy is there with a Wisp and can block this.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna do that though, is he? I mean, Lin, that's... doesn't
He
sound
can
like
still
it.
do it later, so the positioning of the shop is always okay.
And I think if he pulls with the grunt and he blocks him, the grunt's gonna get ensnared and die. This is risky. Lin! Really?
He is taking this risk. Oh, he builds a Moonwell! How often can he do this? Okay, this is abandoned already. The Rock Golem stops. And there's an ants there. Good opening.
Not being attacked. Okay, okay. But the demon's here. Does he have the damage? Really? I don't believe so.
Used all his backstab. But Lin is without experience, without the big item. This could have been Boots of Kel'Thuzad, Vampire Aura. Foggy prevented this. With the cost of a Wisp, but that's fine. As he has time anyway.
The Wisp is alive.
Ah, yeah, he moved it. Yeah. Sorry.
Good opening here. Huntresses will be the follow-up. Huntresses not the greatest units, but in the early game, they are pretty nice. They have, well, damage not so much, but they're fast. You can utilize them well. The answer to Huntresses is high-level heroes. Blade Master, 0 experience. And he's trying it again?
Demon Hunter is still there.
Oh, but it doesn't work.
Nope.
He's not following him in.
Nope. Lin is wasting so much time here. You need a strong Blade Master to prevent this push. I'm pretty sure it's a push again, especially with this early game. This AP push failed against Lin in the group stage, but it was so successful against Focus in the quarterfinal.
So he's spreading out across the map now. The Grunt and the Blade Master are going to be going on a scouting mission. That means he's not scouting outside his base, where this might be the timing for APs, but there's no Wisps either. That's what we know. Lin doesn't necessarily know. So no APs in sight at the moment. Tech-wise, by the way, the Orc is decently far ahead. Not too much, but by a certain amount. That's, of course, understandable with the Huntresses. He has 3 of those hunts now in a moment and might be able to do quite a bit with them.
Yeah, Blade Master scouting for an expansion here, but that's not there. And it's more time that the Blade Master is not doing anything. He's on 0 experience, 4 minutes 30 into this game. Quite unheard of. Same for the Demon Hunter, but it's okay. The Demon Hunter just has to catch up. Or be at the same level as his opponent.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's always going to be able to burn, always going to be able to, you know, keep the second hero from doing too much. But what's Foggy gonna do? Is it gonna be an Expo? Is it Dryads? Is it Talons and Dryads? Is it the AP push?
It's almost he's surrounded! He takes a lot of damage. Of course he can't staff out. But a little confidence boost maybe for Foggy. Everything is going according to plan for him. Double Beastery though, and a TC. TC would be pretty bad against the APs, and they're coming, but he pulls the creeps! Lin knew, and Lin reacted perfectly.
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm disconnecting right now.
Oh, Panda and Brewmaster second with Huntress. But he knew where the APs were coming. He knew that they were coming.
A player's forces are
and he
under
cancelled
attack.
them without wasting too much time here. Really great play by one of the greatest of all time. Panda to creep now. Seems like Wyvern are coming. And Rune Braces, meh. But now Lin knows that it's not going to be standard from Foggy. Can he get this blasted? Oh, there's still no Windwalk. And more experience here. He is building an engine of lore. He has the Hunter's Hall, obviously. One proxy, one in the base.
Forces are under attack.
So it's gonna be a TC versus Dryads.
So what next? Second bestiary, focus style.
There is 2 bestiaries with Mass Raiders in the base here. No Wyvern though. I kind of expected Wyvern. But I mean, then he expected talents, so Wyvern would be stupid otherwise, because you can just kill them with talents or with hippos. There's no expansion coming up for Foggy. This one is still an Ancient of Lore. Shop is late.
Forces are under attack.
Here as well. Oh boy, Lin's game plan didn't work in the beginning. Foggy's game plan didn't work in the middle of the game.
And now we're in this weird situation, like, what do you go into? The tech path isn't clear, do you expand? The timings to attack, this is all super strange. I like the 2 raiders here. Going for some scouting and actually killing off the shop.
Ooh, it was
That means no staff.
Yeah, it was just on an and he saw the lores. So it took some time for the shop to come out. Of course, there's an expansion here. If this Expo gets scouted, he can cancel it with a Blade Master only. He just found a clause of attack +9.
Alright.
What do you think about the Panda against Raiders?
I don't know.
I think the miss chance is quite good. But apart from that, they will line up quite nicely, so the Cone of the Breath of Fire will hit a lot of them.
Forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
and once he's level 2,
Oh, he finds the Expo. This is so good. And yeah, it's +11 damage, plus attack speed, and he has the staff as well. To get back and creep.
he's waiting for a long time here with the cancel. That means this was pretty expensive. Alright. And that was prevented. Panda keeps on creeping here. He's gonna get level 3. Or thereabout. Tome experience, he's definitely gonna get level 3.
Grove of the
Roll the
Magi.
Also nice.
Are you back in the game, by the way, or watching?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. TC is getting close to level 3 here. Potion of Greater Mana, but what is this worth? He has Stomp, that is Great Disable in combination with the Ensnare.
Siege.
Is he going tier 3, by the way? No, he's not. Very old school. He's expanding at Foggy's former Expo.
Is he gonna scout for this?
Oh, man.
Super sneaky move.
The Yaws move here. If you creep the spot your opponent is not expecting... Oh, yeah, like... If you creep that spot, you don't expect your opponent to expand there. Expect your opponent to expand there.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's gonna get found out here though. There is no scroll. There is a scroll of speed. How quick is he with the abolish? Oh, he doesn't have abolish, so he can easily get away with a scroll. And I think that was just something that slipped his mind. Not getting abolish. That could have been some kills here, but the scroll ends, and maybe in the end he actually gets at least 1 raider for his troubles.
Engine of War in the north. If he continues to walk there, you will see it. But that could be a great help in the upcoming push.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter is still only level 2. It's actually quite helpful to have that level 2 mana burn against the level 2 Stomp. We have Muddy the Mud Golem here for Foggy.
But now
Blade
the Knight
Master-
of Maine in trouble, isn't it? With the raiders all moving south, he has to get back to his main base.
The Engine of War is not in the base anymore. He wanted to use it for that push. And he will be supply stack. Is there pillage for Lin? I can't see it right now.
There is. He's getting quite a bit of money from this Stomp to keep the Knight of Army at bay. He has a TP as well. He does have a speed scroll also. Is he gonna try to save all of his units with a speed scroll? Is that actually gonna work?
All the units are saved. Lin's execution is perfect so far. Engine of War here is up. But what is Foggy doing? He's not taking to tier 3, right? No, he's not. He's staying on Dryads.
He just can't catch up to these fast raiders with an aura. Aura level 2, by the way. I love this on the TC. Stomp isn't gonna be doing too much.
Foggy, will he lose another grand final? He was so close to defeating TH, 4-3 at GCS. And now with 2 match points, 3 match points actually. Will he lose this final?
Poor Mud Golem here. Oh, he gets out 1 slow. That's pretty nice. And it's gonna get out another, only against a grunt though. Those don't matter too much anymore. The Blade Master in the main being annoying as well.
Foggy sees the expansion and builds an Engine of War on the bottom. But the Blade is stepping onto it. Well reacted. Lin, I think he sees the Matrix now. Everything he does has an impact.
He's gonna cancel this again. TP home here. Expensive defense. Is he gonna trade a counter TP or something?
Are under attack.
The Raiders are pretty bruised up now, to be fair. So, can Foggy defend his main and attack the Expo down here at the same time?
He lost the... Okay, there's towers now. No reinforced defenses. Engine of War. Maybe he can distract a little in the base. There's watchtowers coming in the main as well. Upgrades for the units of Lin. We're going mass Engine of War here. It's like he's facing tanks.
Telestaff here on the Demon.
Are under attack.
Gives it over to the Panda, wants to be... And I guess Panda with his, level 2 breath is pretty nice against the Raider harass.
Yeah. Okay, he's committing to this Expo now. Lots of heal scrolls, but the Raiders are far away. He moved into the upper north side of the map. And the Panda is level 2. Whoop, he was not mining too much here. Only 2 peons, right?
Yeah.
But of course, this exposes his main.
Panda staffs back. He only gets the Drunken Haze on the TC. Has to TP home to defend his Ancients of War, but he's going to lose them. Far forward TP. Is he going to take this fight or TP out? One Raider dies, and more going to get slowed down. I think Lin should have TP'd out of this, shouldn't he? There's more slow coming, but they're so fast here with the aura as well.
Alright. He can slow a little further, and the Blade Master obviously will get away, but how many Raiders can he catch? The Panda seems to be the key here in this. Is something coming again? Ah, there's another Engine of War at the Expo, and he wiped out every single peon. Foggy reacting well. Glyn with another expansion in the upper left.
It's gonna be a long while before that starts mining, of course.
Raiders are so bruised, I don't think he can go for another attack soon. Yeah. Not with 2 Engines of War in the main.
And the breath also being so scary, right?
Yeah.
Does Foggy scout this new base? He should be sending out Wisps here, I feel, to look for that. 2 scrolls, though, on the Blade Master side, so then the Raiders will be in fighting shape again.
And he has a TP out, but he creeps more. Wants the level 3 on the Blade Master. That would help him a lot, actually, for this additional Windwalk with more duration and more movement speed. Scroll of the Beast.
Ooh. If that doesn't get dispelled, this will be a lot of damage from the Raiders. He's gonna take out the Ancient of War down here, or is he? No, I guess he's just gonna let this base of his go. He's thinking about it.
It should be easy to kill, and not too much time invested.
A player's forces are under attack.
Foggy's going tier 3, by the way. Finally.
Bears incoming. What is Lin doing? Is he transitioning? Yeah, Wyvern. Wyvern are the answer to Dryads.
Oh, good intercept. He has to TP out of this. There's no way Lin doesn't have to TP. He needs to save these Raiders. How many he's gonna lose? Breath of Fire almost ready. He gets ensnared.
He saves all of them. Again. The Engine of War is still healing up. He can commit to this expansion now, though.
He knows the Orc is far away. This Great Hall is definitely dead. But the thing is, we almost have a new one.
Yeah, in the upper left. Not scouted yet. Dryads again chasing these Raiders. But this is the main thing. First expansion down. Foggy could expand here as well, because it's that far away. It gets a Raider there, thanks to the mass slow. Wow, seemed like Lin had the game in his hands, but Foggy is kind of back. How much the question is, how much impact will the Wyvern have, and B, when will he scout them, and C, what will he do against them? He needs Engines of Wind.
He needs an Orb of Venom, but when he has that, Orb of Venom plus Breath is already really good against the Wind Riders. And he's tier 3, it's finishing up right now. I would really like to see a new Ancient of Wonders. He does have the money for it. The peon slide transfer is happening, and he's not seeing it. He's not scouting this base. Is this going to be his downfall?
Ooh, man. This is risky.
There's not really a reason, too big of a reason for Lin to defend at home. He can just force Foggy to retreat to his own base.
I agree. There's the tower as well. We will see the first Wyvern here. Good damage from the Panda, of course. But yeah, he's moving. No, it's the first bear. I thought he's moving something up to the expo.
And he's TPing out. But he's fine with this, Lin is. He gets one Dryad on the way out.
Yeah, the Dryads are falling way too fast against this mass piercing damage.
And the expo is mining. And he still does not know about it.
But we have Master Bears in a second. There's also Riju and no Dispel on Lin's side. Riju is going to be sick on this Demon Hunter with an orb. Where's his shop, by the way? He has to rebuild the shop because Lin killed it before. Is this the best timing Lin will find in this game?
It's looking to get out of control here, man. 70 supply against 50.
And the Blade Master, man. Look at this. 2 gloves, 1 claw, plus 9. He's well equipped. The Wyvern makes sure that this expo won't come up. It's like he has oh, actually... Okay, now they're coming. It's like he has a sixth sense for this.
If only he had scouted this second base, he could have made like an Ancient of War in the shadows again. But now he seems to almost be in a checkmate situation. Can he get out of this somehow? Windrider's gonna start sniping the Wisps as well. Oh no! Oh no, he's gonna get the shop!
He's getting the shop. No Orb of Venom. Foggy just transitioned into Bears, but Lin transitioned into Wyvern, and Bears cannot attack Wyvern. Lin must sit there with a big smile on his face.
Yeah, like the three Dryads is the only anti-air. He could snipe them so easily.
He has to protect the Ancient of Wonders now with everything he has, but therefore he's losing his production facility. Foggy at 50 supply, man. There's no way he can fight this. Maybe with a lot of Ancients of War in his base with Moon Juice, but Lin doesn't have to fight in his base. Here we go, though. Scroll of the Beast, level 4, mass Wyvern damage. Foggy seems to be falling apart for now. What's the answer to this Wyvern? There is none. There is none. But what can the Bears do on the ground?
Decent damage here coming in from the Panda, but he had so many heal scrolls. There's another one. I think he has 2 left after that. Only 1, but oh my god. Look at the Air Force. Everything has Roar. Everything is being killed off on the Night of Sight. Drunken's Bit of Fire coming in again, but the Demon getting stomped up. He may just die right here. Riju will be good enough, just barely with a Potion of Healing, but not in the end. The first hero falls, and Foggy has nothing left. 26 supply. So close to winning this tournament, but in the end, Lin seems to be marching through as he takes out every single unit that Foggy has. He's even retreating to make it a certainty to play it safe, I guess. But this is no chance anymore. GG, and Lin wins the OTOMADS Cup.
He is just unstoppable. 4th tournament in 2018, and it goes to Lin again. Even Foggy wasn't able to stop him here. Even with a 2-0 victory, June Park is a legend in this game, and he is at the moment the greatest Warcraft player that we have on this planet. Without any doubt. What a final, what a day, what a cup in general. Shout out to Foggy, of course, with the ping disadvantage, claiming 2nd place here over TH, over 120. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of haters now saying, oh, with a 2-0 win, how can you lose? But he played so well this entire cup. Nobody expected this from him, and he gets another chance with the Color Cup very, very soon. And then he can take revenge on Lin, hopefully.
Yeah, awesome games today. A treat for all the Warcraft fans. We would have, of course, liked to see Foggy win, but 2nd place already really strong. And quite a bit of prize money for him as well.
Yes.
And he's going to have a chance to redeem himself if it wasn't good enough for his own standards here, what he just did. Because he's continuing to play in the GCS EU qualifier, which is actually... Like, this is perfect timing.
Now,
it's actually
yes.
to the minute. It's going to start right now. We're starting in the lower bracket, though, with Orc Worker versus Hawk. Neo has to leave us, I think.
Yes, unfortunately.
Deal with his move. But I'll be remaining here, guys. Don't you worry. We're going to be going offline for just a moment, and then I'll be back
You
to
need a
figure out...
3-minute delay, by the way. Don't forget about that.
Oh,
Because it's, of course, a GCS qualifier. So we're gonna be offline for 3 minutes, and then we'll be he will be back. So don't worry about that. Man, can't believe this. Alright guys, I hope you had fun with this cup. This was the first 5 hours, hopefully 4 more to come. If I'm finishing early, of course I will join you, Remo. There's no doubt about that. We have a few supporters coming in. Thank you, Or, for the 125 cheer. Thanks for the great Walkout 3 content, less than 3. Thanks for watching. And Timo343 has subscribed as well. I thank you all for that. And have fun, Remo, with the European GCS qualifier. The best of Europe, Foggy, Cash, Hawk, Orc Worker. 1 slot to Shanghai. Are you ready, Remo?
I'm ready. See you in
Alright.
3 minutes, guys.
Bye-bye.